Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WAT Radio. I'll get my microphone closer to me, Pawpaw. I'm usually getting on to you for that. Look here. Here on WAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. And also check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube page. We want you to subscribe. Get on there and subscribe. You guys are picking it up. I noticed it's almost at 800 last time I looked. Really close. So we're getting there. But we need more. Need more, guys. Need about 200 more. So come on and help us out. We really do appreciate it.
What do we get when we get to 1,000?
I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
I just wonder.
I want to wish a happy birthday today to Linda Bellinger. I found that out about an hour ago, so I'm glad you guys let me know. And her birthday is today, so happy birthday, Linda. Hope you have a great birthday today. And as you see, we have Sheriff Candidate Clint Holloway here with us today. Politicians, you're all welcome to come on the show and talk about your campaign. We always have an open invitation for all of you guys on that. And well, I'll just leave it at that. Less politic talk, the better. But we also have Janine Keith will be coming on in a few weeks. She's running for Emma's position, which she works there now.
Right.
So we'll let you know the date on that, but she is going to be on the show in a few weeks. Of course, we have a big Christmas episode in a few weeks too, Pawpaw, at the bed and breakfast. That's always a good place to go.
I look forward to that.
I do too. And Gail will baby us, so that's great. That's always a good place.
I don't mind that at all.
Me neither. And I know she'll have it looking all decked out for the holidays. She does a great job on that. So we're not going to do too many announcements today. Trust and believe there's plenty, but we've done most of them. So we're not cheating anybody or nothing like that, but just for time's sake. Pawpaw, here is your one that you're going to want to do in a few minutes. It's right there.
Right.
Mr. Narrator. I mean, well, let's just say that was a... Pawpaw's a narrator, though, but he'll tell you about that in a few more minutes. And then I'll tell you again that he's a narrator. I'll tell you that, Clint, he's a narrator. And I am going to tell you about, you are cordially invited to a Christmas open house. This one's at First Farmers and Commercial Bank. You can register to win $100.
Whoa.
All right. Come on my way. It'll be on Friday, December the 10th. This will be a week from today, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy refreshments with us, it says. It doesn't say who's catering it, but I'm sure it'll be really good. And that is a week from today. And usually Citizens is like the next Friday, seems like. They're like a week apart usually. So, heck, get them both. They're usually all... got good food up there, both of them.
Well, the idea of a $100 gift to spend for a Christmas gift.
That's going to motivate some people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Motivate me. I wish I was creative, Pawpaw, and would have done a float in the parade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had somebody come up with a great idea for it, but it was just a little late, like extremely late, 2 days before it, but it was a great idea, and I guarantee you we would have won. Because she was going to do all the work, because I ain't good at that stuff, folks. I'll just tell you, I'm not. But if she'd have done it, we might would have won.
Those prizes sounded attractive.
Oh, I know. It was a real letdown, you know. I'm like, why could I not hear this 2 weeks ago? Because I would have been all for it. Great idea. I'll tell you off camera, but we'd have won. We'd have won. And light up Christmas, folks. That event is going really well. It officially kicked off this past weekend with a Christmas parade. They lit the tree before the parade, correct?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. There is events every weekend of this month, folks, so keep that in mind. There's something going on every weekend through the whole month of December, and it's good events. And Pawpaw, we are in one of them, but I shouldn't have brought it up because I can't find the paper. All I know is I believe it's the 16th. Is the 16th on a weekend by chance, Mr. Producer? If it ain't 16th or 18th, something. 18th. Okay, the 18th. Don't know the time, but I'll find that out. But me and Papa are the judges of the Christmas karaoke contest.
Oh, well, I wanted to participate.
Well, you still can. I would love to be the judge of that.
I know who will win.
But listen, folks, get out there and participate. You don't have, people mess up so many times with karaoke. They're missing out on a good time because they think they have to be this great singer to get up there, and you don't. Just come and have fun. That's all we're asking. And we won't be too hard on them, will we?
No, it'd be up to them.
So come on out for that. Of course, I'm not 100% on the time yet, but I will find that out. I tentatively know in my head, but it's not for sure, so I don't want to say it just yet. But if Ethan finds a schedule for all that stuff, maybe I can tell you. I don't know, but because we just found out at our 200th episode when we were invited to do that, by the way. But I didn't think you were looking at her when she said it. Michelle Collier asked us to help her with that, and the karaoke will be well, they're using Morgan Brothers karaoke basically that they already have. Smart decision on that. It'll be at the Main Street stage. I do know that. And Michelle Collier is emceeing it, and me and Papa will be the judges. So you guys come out for that one. And Papa, you have a couple of announcements. One involves you narrating, don't it? You can tell us all about that one.
You know, guys.
Beginning tonight at 6 at the First Southern Baptist Church, we will have a couple of opportunities to enjoy the Christmas season. Number one, our church handbell choir will perform prior to our cantata, which is a musical presentation of the theme. The title is The Greatest Story Ever Told.
Yep.
And this will be done tonight at 6 as well as Sunday night at 6.
Okay,
And
so two shows.
We're offering the people of the community an opportunity not only to hear the story of Christmas in song, but also there will be an opportunity to see scenes that will depict the greatest story ever told. And we also have a nativity scene that has been prepared by one of the inmates at jail, Charles Hamby, and it is second to none. I dare say in the whole United States there's not another nativity scene that would match this one.
Whoa, big words.
Complete with camels and sheep and Mary and Joseph and the wise men and the shepherds, and they're all cut out of plywood, 8-foot boards of plywood, and so it's.
He must be very creative.
And then an angel up over the church, beaming down over the shepherds.
Oh wow! Yeah,
it is.
I bet.
It's a beautiful, beautiful arrangement, and it's about a 40 to 45 minute presentation.
That's
and,
just right.
People will receive a blessing.
Yeah,
they'll be there.
I like it when they do keep them short like that. That's short and sweet, and you're able to pay attention.
It's going to be in the. It's not going to be in the main sanctuary. It's going to be in the gym part of the church.
Oh, okay. So folks will be in the gymnasium.
Okay, Fall Creek Falls in the morning is going to have a breakfast from 7 to 10, and that's on 30 West. But it will be worth your effort to drive out there and your time and your money. It will cost you $7 to eat, but you will be eating a variety of 4 meats: country ham, bacon, and sausage, and fried bologna. there will also be offered to you waffles and pancakes and biscuits
that
and
makes
gravy,
me want to go.
scrambled eggs and fruit toppings, and I've never heard such a meal.
They have a great
Fruit,
menu.
and then you'll have beverages to drink. You have coffee, all the coffee you want, and orange juice and milk. And to top it all off, if you happen to be in the age group of 10 and under, you don't have to pay.
Yeah, that's right. Even better. And they always have a great selection, don't they, on their menu. We're going to surprise y'all one day, folks. We keep saying we're going to go out there. We're going to have to do it, Papa. Because I think it's going to be really good, because I'm all about some pancakes and waffles. And so far, they're the only one that does that.
I have pancakes pretty regularly. I put white raisins in mine and blueberries if I have them.
Really?
But waffles, I haven't had waffle in a long time.
Well, then I think, more, even better excuse to go. Don't you think?
I think you use the same ingredients to make the pancake as you do.
Oh, I bet you do, because they taste very similar. Mm-hmm. I didn't know you had pancakes all the time. Sure ain't telling me about it. Ain't get my invite, Clint. Come on now.
I slipped up.
You did. Well, Clint, we're going to interview you, of course. But first, as tradition, you have to participate in this little thing we call trivia. That's become famous, Papa. Everybody wants to know about the trivia, and some people agree with me that it's really hard.
Famous?
Yeah, I hear about the trivia a lot, but I hear about how hard it is a lot too. Not to burst your bubble, but pop, there it is.
All right, here we go. Now you tell me this is hard. A grass skirt dance.
Well, that's a luau in Hawaii.
It's at a luau, but what do you call the dance they're doing?
Man. Oh, crap. Lifeline? You know?
No.
You know?
Hula.
Oh, come on, Billy. I'm not, my bad. I didn't know
easy,
that.
right?
Yeah.
It's easy.
You listening to you didn't answer.
Second.
I was going to give you a chance.
Oh, okay.
Second question. The rope-a-dope phrase was coined by whom?
Oh, my God. I bet Lifeline don't know that neither.
Rope-a-dope.
Call a friend.
Rope-a-dope.
Yeah, we need to call Dollar Friend. You're right.
Rope-a-dope. You don't
Rope-a-dope.
remember a boxer coming up with that phrase?
Well, give me just a second. Rope-a-dope. That's not even ringing a bell, really. What's rope-a-dope? What is that?
Some famous boxer came up with that idea. That's how he was going to fight a fight.
Let's see. Famous boxer. So that's Muhammad Ali.
All right.
Again, first guess.
You did not know that, though.
I did not.
Ali is the one that coined that phrase, rope-a-dope.
I didn't know. I mean, I remember his other one, you know, sting, or what is it? Something like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Yeah.
But I never heard the
All right,
rope-a-dope
now,
one.
Clint, you ought to get this one.
Maybe.
A heifer's mouthful. What do you call what a cow's chewing on?
Good.
There we go. Good job, Lifeline.
I knew you would know that.
Right.
If you're a mind reader,
Well, I'm
there
pretty
are
sure we're
certain
not.
letters that represent what a mind reader knows.
Oh, dang it.
What are those?
Like
three
psychic. Man, and I know this. You got
Three letters. Tells
I
you
don't
what
know.
they're doing.
Lifeline. Okay, you got a better clue? Like, what does it start with, maybe?
E.
Oh, ESP.
ESP.
There we go.
Now,
I about said ESPN, but I stopped myself.
next question. What does ESP stand for?
No! That's just wrong, Ankley.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I don't have any idea.
Here's what a mind reader can do.
All right.
Extra sensory perception.
Dang
They're
it.
able to read your mind.
Mm-hmm. I've not met one of those people
That
yet.
gets into black magic.
Yeah, and we don't want to get into that, do we?
Or it's guessing. I don't know which it is. All right. There is a word that is used when people touched glasses to what is it you do when you touch glasses? A toast.
Toast.
Oh,
But it's also the word for a snuff,
for a snuff.
a brand of snuff.
I was gonna say cheers, but that must not be it. You're toasting a drink,
You're
and
toasting.
you
and-
say cheers a lot of times. It must be
Okay,
something else.
but this is a word of a snuff.
Well, I don't dip. Lifeline.
What's a famous snuff in a round can?
Grizzly.
Eddie ever got a notice in the mail today, and Eddie's been dead 2 years.
Grizzly. Well, I don't dip. So let's Skull.
Go.
Good job, Lifeline. Yeah. Good job. Skull.
I'm taking for two.
That's also a toast, but it's also a brand of snuff.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know Skull was a toast though. I've never held my glass up to somebody and be like, Skull. Yeah, buddy, Skull. Congratulations. That must be back in the day.
Brother Jim asked, hello Tina. Brother Jim asked me today.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Billy.
Thank you.
Brother Jim asked me today
Miss
what
Tina.
brands of snuff were when I was in the grocery business.
Oh.
Garrett and Bruton. Garrett was in a brown box and
What do you
Bruton
like
was in a
here?
white box.
No way.
Yeah, my mother dipped snuff.
Grandma did. I did not know that.
I told something I shouldn't have told, didn't I?
She used to babysit me. I don't remember that.
Now, Dad, you better get this one.
Oh, I like the
You've got
pressure
a
on
farm,
somebody
you've got
else.
a farm to sell.
Uh-huh.
You want to sell a certain part of it. How do you sell the farm? By the
Acreage.
acre.
Oh, okay.
By the acre. You don't buy a lot.
No.
No.
You buy an 85-acre farm or
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Which that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But when we bought our lot to build our house in 1962, it was 140 feet long on the street and back 138 feet to the fence. The fence wasn't there, but we built a fence.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is up for grabs. A popular town in Nevada.
Vegas. Reno.
Reno.
Okay. I knew it had to be one of them. It's the only
all-
towns I know in Nevada.
That's all of the trivia questions. Now, was that hard?
The last,
Come
well,
every week,
I
Clint.
need to.
listen.
I've got all mine.
Big whopping 2.
3.
Let's name 3.
I didn't design these with you in mind.
Right.
The last
But I
2.
knew that you should get some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
especially the dip thing. I kept
Right.
thinking, are you going to say it or not?
Well,
I couldn't think of it, man. But the last 2, Papa, I will give you credit. They were a lot easier than the first however many there were. They were a little tricky. Couldn't think of the ESP. So glad I didn't say ESPN. Came really close, but I didn't do it. So I'm proud of myself for
But now
that.
you know what ESP stands for.
I know I'd have never got that. And I've actually forgot, to be honest with you. Extra
Sensory perception.
perception. Extra sensory perception. We'll remember that next time.
And that book that Ruth Burton wrote,
I can't wait to read that.
there's an article in there about Samuel Mills.
Mhm.
Samuel Mills was the well driller for many people in Bledsoe County to drill their wells.
Okay.
You know how he found the water?
Witching.
Say what now?
Witching.
What in the world's
It's witching or switching.
Mhm.
He called
Oh.
it switching.
He
He
showed
would-
me how to do it one time.
He did.
He did.
He would let people feel the stick so they could
Mhm.
feel the stick move.
Turned down
Really?
the water. Where he was gonna
The
drill.
stick,
Ah.
it was just a forked stick he cut off of a flowering tree.
Mhm.
And he would just walk, and whenever the water was underneath the stick would go down.
Well,
Mhm.
And that's one of the chapters in her book.
really?
I'm not kidding.
Well, I've never heard the words used like that. Witching and switching.
Mhm.
We're witching and switching today, folks.
Carolyn and I got in there because of our story.
Of course, yeah.
I had one woman to come to me and want my autograph.
Oh, really?
Really?
There you go, Papa. Well, he could have done it that one day that he was mad at me, but he didn't know. Well, he thought I was late, but I was being held up. Not held up literally, but because you talk about a robbery, I want to make that clear. But there was in a yard sale, and these two women from, I think, Kentucky, I'm almost certain it was Kentucky, but they hollered at me, and I had no clue who they were. I seen the Kentucky tags, and I thought, they must be, they didn't say my name. Well, then they said it louder. And so I finally acknowledged them. Turns out they watch us, and they're from some small town in Kentucky.
Wow.
And he could have been in on that, but I didn't have time to really work that part out because it was so last minute. I was just walking down the sidewalk to hear the film. And he's like, where have you been? I was like, well, long story. It was crazy. But they liked you. They told me they really liked you. So maybe they'll come back for the next 127 sale. You'll get to meet them. They weren't that bad looking either, I'd say.
Were they nice looking ladies?
They were. Yeah, they were. That's always a plus. Always a plus. Well, Clint, we are ready to interview you and just, of course, question your sanity about politics. So you are, of course, you're going to be running for sheriff in the Republican primary, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, when did you start thinking that you might want to get into politics? Like you'll have to get out of your comfort zone.
Well,
Everybody has to do that.
I don't know as far as when I wanted to get into politics, but as far as law enforcement for years.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Got a lot of family in law enforcement.
Yeah.
A lot of family in law enforcement. Great granddads in law enforcement. Sheriffs and chiefs of Cookville and
I didn't know
Monterey.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
In Monterey?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
But a lot of family in Department of Corrections as well.
Yeah. You used to work at the prison, correct? Okay. So it makes sense why you're running for, something in law enforcement. That part makes sense. I think everybody just wants, I don't know, they just get the fever sometimes and get into politics sometimes, and it just, they run with it,
I got right at 19 years in law enforcement right now. So
yeah, that's a lot of experience.
I enjoy helping people.
Well, that's a plus.
You're right. I mean, you gotta be able to talk to folks.
That's true.
May I ask you a question?
Yes.
Go right.
Should you get into politics
and
you are successful in your bid to become the sheriff of Bledsoe County, how often do you have to rerun?
Every 4.
4 years.
Yes,
So it's a 4-year term.
Yes.
And that is for all of them for this election cycle.
Are any of the terms 2 years?
Not here. Don't think so. Not that I know of. I don't know of any that's just 2 years. Now Congress and places like that, they need to be 2 years because they get greedy and but anyway, that's another story. But yeah, it's 4 years for all of them because the election is going to be, it's going to be this upcoming year. That's crazy.
Yes.
Wow. 22, right?
It's always in even years.
Always in even years, and I'm trying to think. The primaries usually in like the spring, maybe May, and the general elections usually fall in
November.
Summer. No, that's right. That's right. No, I do know. General election is in August. Primaries are in May.
Is that right?
That's Well, because because of Marvin and stuff. Yeah, I remember. It's hard work. That's what I was going to say. And I remember, which Mama was a big help to Marvin. Like she got in there and she went with him everywhere, didn't she?
Well, the campaigning was
that's the hard.
mainly what she helped do.
Absolutely, and Yeah, you got to work at it. That's
It's
for
a
dang
lot
sure.
of work.
People don't realize how big this county is, do they?
Very large.
Yes, you really
But you've
learned
only
that.
got one town.
That's
Correct.
true.
Correct.
But you got to focus on town, and you got to focus on. I don't even know how many different communities there are, Papa, but it's a lot.
I don't know. But
Several.
they're miniature towns.
They are.
They are.
A lot of them always had the post office,
Really.
Mm-hmm.
schools.
Yeah.
They would convert the schools into voting districts whenever it came time for election.
Oh, that was
Yep.
smart. That was smart. Well, yeah, you got. I mean, I remember Dale being a school, and it's not no more. But you're talking about a bunch of them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Lusk used to have a school, and they burned down.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you been having to do all that so far?
Oh yeah.
Hitting the campaign trail.
Talking to a lot of folks. A
Yeah,
lot of folks.
gotta do that.
Got to.
That's part of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rub some elbows with some folks.
right.
Well, you got to be nice.
You do.
Gotta be nice.
Always smile.
Right.
That's why I'm not running for nothing. They might catch me on a bad day, and I don't know. But so you made the decision. You're going to tell me out some questions here too, Papa. You're good at this. But you made the decision to run. What, a year ago, 6 months?
Yeah, it's been about a year ago.
Okay. And you just said, I'm gonna do it.
Wide open.
And you have to, what is it? Do you have to get like so many signatures, right?
Correct.
I thought so. How many is it you have to get?
As many as you can, but I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
it's
true.
25 or more.
25 or more. Okay.
That'd be no problem.
25 or more? Just the number
I bet
20.
I could get 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Papa, come on. You could get thousands.
Exactly.
I mean, that's why they love you right there, Papa. I'll have to admit, you are very humble. Very humble. And I've always told him he should get involved in politics, but
Right.
I can't. Yeah, you don't want no part of politics, do you?
I got elected one time.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could still, but I can see why you don't want to be involved in all that.
Well,
Some of it.
the chairman of the election commission
Mm-hmm.
gave me my certificate of election.
Mm-hmm.
I had been duly elected by the citizens of Bledsoe County to serve.
Well, that's not surprising.
And then, lo and behold, something happened. A judge came along and said that particular aspect of the election had to be thrown out, and it had to be rerun again.
I wonder. Gee,
And I said,
bet
I
they were
will
so-
not run again.
I
I've got
don't
my
blame you.
election commission certificate.
I don't blame you.
And they kept on and on and on, and I finally said, I want no part of it.
I don't blame you, because what they were doing is crooked politics. That's just
So
basically
I-
what that is.
But I used that certificate one time to start a fire at work.
There you go. You put it to good use at least. Well, is there anything that you want to tell the viewers and listeners, especially, of course, of Bledsoe County, particularly?
Right. I mean, votes will be appreciated. All support
Mhm.
be appreciated, of course. But
And you got people helping you out with the campaign and stuff.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Everybody usually does that because it takes a lot.
It does. Takes a whole lot.
It does. It sure does.
Takes a whole lot. But no, I mean it's. And the sheriff ordeal, I mean it is. It's a tough job. You got to
Yeah.
stay out there with it. You got to be
That's
seen.
true.
You got to be out in the public.
You do, and you'll see that with all the Well, I mean, I've seen some people run for stuff and not really get on the campaign trail, but
Right.
I don't even know why they ran. I mean, you can't do that. You got a campaign. That's part of it. But you'll see that with all these races. They'll be hitting every event,
Right.
and It's hard work. I don't think people realize that at first, just how much is
But
involved.
people expect you to
Exactly.
be at all these benefits
They do.
and all
That's
these
true.
available places where you can be exposed.
You're right about that. You're right
And
about
you will wish that a day had more than 24 hours in it.
Right.
You'll extend yourself, but
Good point.
you to be successful, you'll have to work harder than your opponent.
Exactly.
And that's how all of them have to think of it. And I remember Mom and Marvin would, even in between election cycles, they would hit every event in between the 4 years in between.
Right.
You know, so it is a big commitment,
It is.
but you took it on,
And if elected, I'll be your working sheriff. I mean, I'm very active. I mean, like I said, 19 years law enforcement. I'm
right.
still currently law enforcement.
Yes, in Van Buren County, correct? Right.
Correct.
You've been over there for
Going on 3 years.
gosh, wow. But you like it over there, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Got a very good sheriff to work for.
Yeah.
Eddie Carter. Very good.
Eddie
sheriff.
Carr, I couldn't think of his name. Okay.
He's retiring this
Oh,
round. Yep.
really?
Hanging it up.
How long? Wow, how long's he been doing it? Long time.
He told me when he was out of high school, he had 4 free years of his life. Rest of it's been
Whoa. Law enforcement.
military and law enforcement.
Wow. He's stressed out, I'm sure. I'm sure he's majorly stressed out.
He's a good guy.
Well, that's good. He's probably earned the right to retire on that one.
Yes,
But you mentioned that, but you're homesick, basically. Like you're wanting to come home, right?
yes. Born and raised here, of course.
Yeah.
Married here. Parents still live here. Raising children here.
Yeah. Who's your parents now?
Jim and Cindy Holloway.
Yeah. I haven't seen Jim in a while, but I've seen your mama not too long ago. They doing okay?
Oh yeah, done pretty good.
Well, good.
She's still out at the park working.
Really?
Yes.
Well, she's been out there a long time.
Well, she's Cumberland County now.
Really?
Yeah, she's fixing
Oh,
to retire.
okay. I didn't even know that. And your wife, Brandy, who is here.
911 dispatcher.
That's right. That's
10 years.
Wow. 10 years already.
Yes.
Yeah, she was a dispatcher when I was at the sheriff's department working. So I remember her when she started.
Oh,
Can't believe it's been that long ago.
10 years.
Wow.
Time flies.
It does.
Why don't you run for sheriff, Betty?
Well, like I said, I mean, well, you know, I have trust and believe I have been asked to run for other positions. I don't know, maybe they were just crazy to ask me that, but I do get asked a lot to run for stuff, Papa. I just haven't told you. You would be surprised, absolutely.
But if you get elected, what will I do?
Well, I haven't. I don't know if that's something that I want to get into. I don't know if I want to get into politics or not. That's a tricky thing, and that's why I said it does take a commitment, a big commitment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once you decide, that's you gotta work your butt off basically
Well, you got to work at it. I mean, not only just campaigning itself, but you got to be willing to work for the folks of Bledsoe County as well.
Oh yeah, and they'll let you know.
Yes.
They'll let you know.
Well, the thing about a position such as sheriff, you're responsible for everybody in Bledsoe County.
Yes, sir.
Because if anybody's got an issue, they'll come to you.
Oh,
no matter where they live.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because they're going to call 911.
Oh, definitely. And you got to show up.
Or the dispatch. What's that number? 5555.
447-55.
There we go. I remember. Well, I ain't hard to
Non-emergency.
remember. That's a non. Yeah. Okay. But before I worked with Papa, I didn't even know about that number. I don't think a lot of people know about that number. But they do. They call it quite a bit too.
Yes, they do.
But it is easy to remember. 55 ain't too bad, is it?
I can remember that.
I think even you can do that. And I've heard your commercial here, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, all you candidates, feel free. Once again, anybody can do a commercial with us. I noticed there's a lot of candidates running in different races, so
Yes, they are.
if you'd like to do a commercial with us too here at WAT, hey, come on down. We will help you out. And of course, you can be on our show too. Not everybody wants to be on TV though.
No.
The camera scares people, believe it or not.
Well,
But we try to make everybody feel comfortable
Oh,
once
yeah.
they're here. And usually by the end of the interview, Papa, they've forgotten about the camera, hadn't they?
Yeah.
For the most part.
I never think about it.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't. But guest-wise, like
Right.
you right now, perfect example. I've noticed you got more comfortable as interviews went
Right.
on.
yeah, I feel
That's
fine.
how it goes, man.
Enjoying it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, I guess you've been having to go to a lot of events.
I have.
So, did you make it
It's
to the
cool.
parade?
I did.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
It was.
It was. It was
Probably
long.
Probably the best
long.
one I've been to yet.
Probably so. They really went all out. 25th.
A lot of people.
Yes, there was. Did you say how packed town was, Papa?
I didn't get to come.
Well, let me tell you,
I was
everybody in the.
sick. I
Oh
was sick.
yeah, you was, wasn't you?
But I got to see all the floats leave the school area.
Oh yeah, right by his house.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
true. That's true. I remember when the fire used to be right by his
Mhm.
house. I loved that when I was a
Yep.
kid. So, is there anything else you want to touch on before we go? So-
all the support be appreciated. I mean, I need all I
that's
can
true.
get. Like I said,
Yes, it's only so much you can say, ain't there?
right. I mean, like I said, I'll be your working sheriff. I mean,
And
That's a fact.
experience, yeah. And
not,
that, yeah,
not coming in green. I mean, 19
That's true.
19 years law enforcement, but
that's true. Yeah,
that helps a lot.
it does. And born and raised here.
Born and raised.
That makes a difference too, though, Papa. Local politics.
40 years.
Yeah, gosh, that's true. Yeah, don't seem right, does
No,
it?
no, it don't.
Well, thanks for coming by and seeing us
Thank
today.
y'all.
And I was just
I
making.
enjoyed it.
I think I got all the questions out of the way. I feel like I was the one doing all the questioning, Papa. But anyway, Mr. Narrator there. By the way, Papa's narrating tonight.
Saving my voice.
That's what it is. That's what it is,
Yep.
Clint.
Mhm.
Saving that voice. But feel free to come back anytime, buddy.
Appreciate it. I'm
And
glad I helped you out on them questions there.
I appreciate that too. I needed it. I always need a lifeline for the trivia, man. Well, you guys will be seeing Mr. Clint Holloway a lot on the campaign trail.
A lot more.
Oh yeah. So, and this month especially, like we've been talking about,
Yeah.
there's events literally every weekend.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
2 o'clock.
Well, I don't,
Right.
even, I don't even know what tomorrow. There's so much going on. I don't even know. But tomorrow's a big day too. Might be the carriage ride.
I think they're going to do the carriage rides every weekend. They'll be selling
Oh yeah.
selling chicken, but that may be all pre-buy. I don't know, but they're going to be selling
Yes.
chicken for the cancer cure. They're
Oh.
having a concert.
Yes.
2
Oh,
concerts.
really?
There's 2 concerts tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I think
So that's okay. Well, that is,
Yeah.
and it'll be at the Main Street stage, right?
Yes.
Cool. And that kicks off at 10 in the morning. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know about the time.
Oh, okay. Well, you serious one? That sounds like a usual.
I just want to think.
Usual time that they pick, usually. Farmer's market will be open. And, yeah, before you go, like, have you guys seen the lights at night?
Oh, yeah.
It's
I brought the
awesome,
kids
isn't
through
it?
here the other night.
I bet they loved it, didn't they?
Loved it.
When they first come on here, I remember them saying they wanted it to look like a Hallmark
Mm-hmm.
card and movie.
Looks
And I
good.
think they might have succeeded. Papa, I really do.
I don't know of another community
To
that
do
can match
this,
Mm-mm.
I don't either. I really don't. I'm really proud of everybody. All the businesses are participating, so go Pikeville. I'm proud of you. We got to do this every year. Well, thanks for stopping by, Clint.
Thank y'all for having me.
No problem, buddy. And coming up after the break, we'll have some sports of all sorts for you and some good old Albertology after that. Papa's favorite time of the show. That's all coming up next right here on the Albert and Billy Show. Stay tuned, folks.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
I'll take care of lunch today, Dylan. Oh, doggone, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Well, you just give me a thumbs up and I'll start. Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show. Here on, actually, it's a pretty day, Papa. I'm looking outside. People are walking around. It's looking like Christmas outside. It's amazing what this has done. It's really brought people together.
Well, it's December.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have the first day of winter happening here in a couple of weeks.
That's a bummer, but
but it's a beautiful day.
it is. It really
beautiful
is.
Day.
It's just more like this, honestly. And it's good. I mean, everybody's like, there's a lot of people in town walking the streets.
Yeah.
They're encouraging the shops to stay open, and they're doing it. That's what I like about it. Everybody is participating.
That's good.
That's what you want to see. And we want to thank our sponsors, of course, folks. Thank you to Citizens Tri-County Bank on North Main Street. Bilberry Insurance on Spring Street. Yep. Pretty sure I got that right, too.
Yeah.
I saw Sadie today. Go see Frank, Susan, and Sadie. I petted Sadie today. She's my buddy. Scotty's, as Papa says, on the Scotty Burger.
Scotty Burger.
They're all decked out at night too for Christmas. If you haven't drove out at night, you need to soon, Papa.
I have.
Okay. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Also, the offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, Michael Walker. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Farm Bureau Insurance. That's Matt Massengale and his friendly staff down South Pikeville, but Putnam Reed. Pikeville Family Dentistry is catty corner to us here at WAT. The Loon is our next door neighbor on Cumberland Avenue. Judy Yates, the owner for many, many years now. Nickel Roll Antiques, our closest neighbor, right next to us here. The Getting Place, go get you something at the Getting Place. Morgan Brothers, And of course, the venue and the Bank Walkers Brewery, Gibbs Pools, State Farm Insurance, Mill Down Outdoor Adventures, the Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase Sunday. I always struggle to read that. It's Lola's. Obviously, she's back. She's one of the main ones behind the Light Up Christmas project.
Yes.
And her shop is back open. I'm glad to see it back open. And Collier and Company Realty. Michelle Collier, recent guest on the show.
Yes, she was.
And like I said, we'll be seeing her in a couple of weeks, Papa, as we'll be the judges for the Christmas karaoke contest. That'll be fun.
I've never participated in karaoke. What qualifies me to judge people that do it?
I don't know. We'll pretend like we know, though. And they have to sing Christmas songs. It's a Christmas karaoke. Yeah, so it'll be pretty interesting. But the equipment they have is really nice, so it probably makes you sound better than what you sound anyway. If people can't sing.
If they let me participate, I'll sing Silver Bell.
There you go. I think you should.
They wouldn't let me participate because I would win.
Maybe I might not vote for you. I might have to be bribed. Well, sports is it's been good to be a Tennessee fan, lately, but it's about time, ain't it?
Well, everything is positive right now.
Yeah, it kind of feels weird to say that.
But to kick sports off, two Auburn students, one a sophomore and one a senior, took part in a fishing tournament. It was the Bass Pro Shops Open National Bass Fishing Amateur Championship. And it happened in Auburn, Alabama. And so these two students decided they would take part. They were boat number 351.
Yeah.
That's how many participants took part in this tournament that Bass Pro Shop put on.
Wow.
Here was the first prize, $1 million.
Good Lord, I didn't know they made that kind of money.
That's the reason there were 351 boats.
You dang right.
In addition to the $1 million prize money, two men to the boat, they both won a new truck. They both won a new boat.
Goodness.
So these two students took part, and let me see if it gives their names.
Wow, they won, didn't they?
But anyway, on the last day of the tournament, they caught 16.41 ounces of fish, and that was 23 hundredths of a pound more than the next man.
Oh, wow.
But they won the tournament on the last day.
Wow.
But they not only they split the money, two men, but each one of them drove home a 2022 Toyota Tundra truck.
You gotta be kidding me.
And a Nitro Z21 bass boat. Can you imagine how much they won?
No. They must be nice. They had to be excited.
Those trucks probably were in the $45,000-$50,000 range.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
no telling how much the boat was worth.
Every bit as much, I guarantee it. That's what you call some dang good prizes right there, Papa.
Logan Parks and Tucker Smith were
is that their names?
Cool. Logan and I can't believe that Bass Pro Shops offered that much of an incentive for amateurs.
I didn't realize they done that. Did you? I guess you didn't either until you saw that article.
And these fellas were from Auburn University, and that's where it was held, in Auburn, Alabama.
Well, they got lucky. They probably just decided on the fly. We'll just enter that since it's here. Yeah. Man.
And they only caught 5 fish on the last day, and those 5 fish weighed 16.41 pounds.
Wow.
That's less than 16.5 pounds in 5 fish. So that's barely 3 pounds per fish. They were not catching lunkers,
That's true.
but no one else was either.
Yeah, exactly.
Basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
Tennessee style. Last Saturday, the Vols, number 15,
That's right.
took care of Tennessee Tech easily, 80-69. There
Yeah.
were 17,000 fans in the stands.
I like seeing that. And I actually thought we should have won by more, but hey, it's a win.
We scored inside
Mm-hmm.
instead of outside shooting. Nakumbo, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah,
He got 18 points.
that's the best I've seen him
That's
play.
unusual for him to get that many points.
It really is.
Vescovi gave us 13, and a newcomer, Brandon Huntley Hatfield, got 12. Fulkerson gave us 14.
Good.
He's steady,
I hope he stays that way,
but
though.
if he could give you 12 to 14 points a night, that would really be a big plus.
It'd increase their
He's a
chances.
He's a 6th year participant in the program.
Yeah, because because of COVID, they all got a year
the
back
year
if
of
they wanted
eligibility.
it. Yeah.
At one point in the game last Saturday, he was on the floor with 4 freshmen. And they asked him
Wow.
something about it after the game, and he said, "Well, I'm doing community service by babysitting." But anyway, on Tuesday, we took on Presbyterian, and we beat them 86-44.
Yes, I watched that one.
Chandler gave us 15.
Yeah.
He's consistent.
Yeah.
He's consistent.
So far, yeah, he is.
Then our Lady Vols took on Tennessee Tech Wednesday, and they won easily, 76-48.
They played who? I thought they
Tennessee
beat
Tech.
Kansas or somebody like that.
That will be
Gotcha.
Saturday.
Okay. And they stomped Oklahoma State, too.
They did both of them.
That's good.
Both of them out of the Big 12.
Yeah. And doing all this without their leading scorer.
Yeah.
She got injured first half of the first game.
Alexis Dye in that Tennessee Tech game gave us 20.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I've never heard of Alexis Dye.
She's new. That's huge.
She gave us 11 points and 11 rebounds. That is
needs
about
to.
average. She has a presence on the floor.
You dang right.
If she were to step it up a notch, and she could,
Oh man, she could, and they would
she
dominate.
would really have a swagger.
If she would play to her peak,
Because she
they'd
gives
be
you
hard
block
to stop.
shots, and she gives you rebounds, and she gives you points.
Yeah, I mean, she can't be. Once she gets the ball in a certain position, they can't stop her
No.
because she's so tall. You're right about that, Papa. They could be the number 1 team if she could play to her potential.
But we did beat Kansas, and we did beat Oklahoma State.
Yeah, 2 solid wins.
That gave us a 7-0 record, I think. Now.
I can't believe it. I really thought once Ray Burrell went down that they would be struggling at first.
Well, I think Horston has really stepped up.
I'm glad to see it. She was a huge recruit. I'm glad to see her playing to her potential.
Our women will take on Virginia Tech Sunday at Virginia Tech.
That might be a good one. I think they might be ranked.
That would be more competition than Tennessee Tech.
And it's I believe it's at 3rd place too.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay, last Saturday, Tennessee played their last regular season football game by taking on Vanderbilt at Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
And the score was 45-21.
Yeah, I watched it.
That was quite a reversal from 3-7 last year.
Mm-hmm.
7-5. If we will get a bowl bid this Sunday.
You dang right, and I didn't think we'd be saying that.
No, I didn't. But were we to win a bowl game, that would give us an 8-4 record.
Didn't think we'd be saying
8-5.
that either.
That in Josh Heupel's first year, that's going to be a big plus.
I think it's huge, and I think it's going to play a major role in recruiting.
It will, because Josh Heupel and his first season at Tennessee, we were projected to finish 5th in the East, and we finished 3rd by winning 4 and losing 4 in the SEC.
Oh yeah, I can't emphasize enough how unexpected that was.
Unexpected.
At least I think a lot of people didn't expect it. How could they?
And Auburn led Alabama much of the game in the Iron
Oh
Bowl.
man,
And then, for some unknown reason, Auburn folded and allowed Alabama to tie it up 10-10.
Mm-hmm.
And in 4 overtimes, Alabama came out on top, 24-22.
Talk about the never-ending story. That's a never-ending game right there.
4 overtimes.
But Auburn has to be kicking themselves right now. They should be.
They had that.
They
game
gave it
won.
away.
They had that game won.
I don't. They just completely. Well, you use the word folded. That's exactly what they did.
Florida had fired their coach, Don Mullen,
I know.
and they beat Florida State in their last game to even their record at 6-6.
Which makes it seem a little. I don't like. We talked about this not long ago. Fans are too spoiled now, and these coaches are really literally. They are. For one, they make too much money. And because of that, it amps up the pressure on them.
Well, now you've opened up a can of worms here.
Mm-hmm. But it's true.
Things in Knoxville got a little bit scary.
Mm-hmm. For a while.
University of Southern California fired their coach.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't really keep up with them this year.
They lured Oklahoma's coach, Lincoln Riley, to come to USC.
Oh, wow.
Creating a vacancy at Oklahoma.
That'll be a big opening.
Which is the home of Josh Heupel.
No, I wasn't wanting you to say that. No, Papa.
So
I had a feeling you were going to say that. Oh, wow.
That really upset me when I read that.
That's upsetting me now. I didn't know this.
But then Mark Wiedmer writes an article in the paper this week.
Okay.
And he says, back in 2014, Josh Heupel was co-offensive coordinator under Bob Stoops.
Oh, wow.
Bob Stoops gave him the pink slip.
Oh, that's good for us.
Did not rehire him.
Oh, okay. I hope he's still mad about that.
In the 7 years since 2014, they have not spoken.
Really? I'm so glad to hear that. I don't want him to work it out until he says yes for sure to Tennessee. He's staying.
Here's some things to look at. Tennessee's coach will get a raise. Tennessee's got to up the ante to keep him. They know that.
Yeah, they do.
They think that probably it'll be elevated into the range of $5 million a year this year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
With more coming on. But another factor to consider, Josh has a clause. If his contract is bought out, they've got to pay $8 million for his contract. So in addition to his salary for the first year, and a bonus they might have to get him, they've got to pay $8 million for just the right to sit down and talk business with him.
Wow, that was smart.
So this week in the paper, Josh Heupel said, "I like Knoxville."
I'm glad to hear him say that.
Something about the Vol Walk, the Vol Navy.
He likes it. Good.
Tradition-wise, Tennessee is rich.
Oh yeah, very rich. A traditional powerhouse.
I think it goes
That's
all
why
the way
this has
back
been
to
so hard.
Neyland, General Neyland.
Oh yeah, because he won what, 2 or 3 national championships.
I had a
Very
book
successful.
one time that I read, Football's Greatest Dynasty.
Oh yeah.
It was I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 years that he put together a team on the field that was capable of winning 7 or 8 games a year.
Yeah. Consistently.
And that was back when they only played 10.
Oh, that makes that even more impressive. Yeah. Very impressive.
And he's the one that came up with the cream puffs on the schedule.
That was very smart.
Very smart.
Very smart.
And he was always able to get a school that wanted to play him to get the money.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't blame the small schools for doing it because they get paid good money to do it.
$750,000.
Yeah. They'll take a blowout for that, won't they?
Then here's another thing. Our quarterback, Hooker, has said, I may go pro.
Oh my God. I didn't know he was old enough to do that yet.
Oklahoma's quarterback is next year's Heisman favorite.
Oh.
His name is Spencer Rattler.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's good.
He's already put himself in the transfer portal.
You're kidding.
No.
Wow.
And everything is looking like he might get to come to Tennessee.
Oh my! Oh wow! Oh, Merry Christmas to me, if that happens.
And then
this started out so depressing and ended so good.
Well, you opened up that can of worms, and I thought, well, let me lay this on you here.
Well, you did.
Okay, LSU fired their coach.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that
Orgeron. But
that was wrong.
He didn't have time to clean out his desk.
Mm-hmm.
LSU brass hired Notre Dame's coach.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Brian Kelly. Why in the world would Brian Kelly leave Notre Dame to go to LSU?
Because Notre Dame, he don't have the pressure anymore. Notre Dame used to, you would, but not now. Obviously, now the pressure is major at LSU because that man didn't do nothing wrong. He was rebuilding. He won you a national championship 2 years ago, for God's sake. Talk about no patience. These fans are spoiled. It's ridiculous.
With Notre Dame's coach wanting to get in the SEC, there must be some kind of an aura about getting to be a coach in the SEC.
I'm sure there is. It's the toughest conference there is.
But with it being a tough
I don't
conference,
think he'll last.
You know you're going to win some and lose some.
You dang right. I don't know if he may be able to do it, but I don't know. I've not been that impressed with him at Notre Dame.
Since Notre Dame is alone, standing alone.
Yeah, you don't have that pressure.
You got nobody to answer to.
No.
He might have felt like, I've got a lot of pressure because I'm it.
Well, maybe so. I don't feel like he had some good years at Notre Dame, but nothing like
he's 11-1 this year.
They're good this year, yeah. But they've not even really made the playoffs under him.
No.
So I don't know. I think he might be a little overrated. But we'll see, won't we?
We'll find out.
We'll find out soon.
That's all I have in That's all I have in sports.
Well, enlighten us on some Albertology, Papa.
All right. I just happen to have some.
Well, I thought you might.
Do you remember a man by the name of Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw
actor.
him. I guess the movie I saw, Dances with Wolves.
Oh, yeah, that's maybe his biggest one.
I got to see it again this week.
Really?
I did. I got to see it again. There were parts of it I had not seen before.
It's long, but it's good. It's worth the watch.
There's 5 things that I'm going to tell you about him.
All right.
He was only 5'2" when he graduated from high school.
What?
5'2". That would be a midget.
That's very short, and he is clearly not 5'2" now.
He's 6'1".
What the heck?
Kevin is 66 years old now.
I can't get past the enormous growth spurt after high school. That's crazy.
Can't believe that. His favorite Western star, the one that he mimicked, the one that he wanted to be like, was James Stewart.
Well, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Oh, he was the one that played in the Christmas Story about the boy with the
really?
BB. No, that's Darren McGavin. He's in one of A Wonderful Life. A Wonderful Life.
Oh, that's a classic too.
Yeah, it's a classic. Okay, he won Best Director He would not
Really?
only starred in Dances with Wolves,
Directed.
it was he was the director, and he won an Oscar for
Wow.
being a director of that movie.
That is something I didn't know. Wow.
That was a very powerful movie. Very powerful.
It was. And it's probably his best one. That's saying a lot because he's got a lot of good movies.
That was back in 1990. So
Because he's Indiana Jones, too.
he's still around.
Yeah, he still acts, yeah. I mean, it's
He's
not like he
in
has to.
He's
Except
in
for life.
Yellowstone.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
the
that's
fourth
a
year.
huge hit
This is the
show.
4th year.
Oh, yeah. I have not watched it. But, of course, I've heard about it. It's very, very popular. I've just not got to see it yet.
Cattle ranching baron who
It's set in Montana, I believe, and I think it comes on TNT. But yeah, that's turned into a major hit.
their new season started last month.
Wow, he's still going strong. Then
He's 66 years
He,
old.
it's like I said, it's not like he needs the money.
The lead role in Air Force One about the president was written just for him,
Wow.
but he was still performing in another movie that they were filming, The Postman, and so he recommended Harrison Ford for the role, and Harrison Ford got it.
I wonder if he regrets that now.
But they wrote it with him in mind.
Well, true. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I might be wrong on Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones was Harrison Ford, isn't he?
Yeah,
Okay.
Harrison Ford.
I'm glad you said Harrison Ford. Yeah, Kevin Costner's not Indiana Jones.
He has his own country rock band,
I didn't know that.
and he's the lead singer.
What the heck?
Can you believe all this?
No, I really can't. Especially the last one.
Do you know Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, another legend.
One of the men at the Bible study this morning was talking about Morgan Freeman's voice.
Yeah.
He has a good voice.
And you know it's him. He's one of those, when you hear him, you're like, you know that's him.
Well, this article that I cut out about him is talking about jailbreaks. And if you remember the movie Shawshank Redemption,
Oh, yeah.
he was
He
in
was in
that
that
movie. And that was an amazing escape, the way that man planned
It
that.
really was.
It was amazing. So, excluding Shawshank Redemption, they asked him which is the most memorable jailbreak that he could remember. And he said the movie The Great Escape was about a bunch of soldiers that were captured in Germany, and they were in a Stalag 17 or whatever it was, and they dug a tunnel to get out. A lot of them got shot, but some of them got away.
Man, that is bold.
And he said,
Very bold.
this article said, why do people love stories about escaping from prison?
I don't know.
And he said, well, it's fascinating to see how they're going to figure it out. Joseph
Good
told
point.
me when
Good
he
point.
worked out at the prison, he said, Albert, you can never outfigure the criminal mind, because all they do with their mind all day long is figure out how they can beat you.
Yes, because they don't have anything else to do. That's very true. Very true.
And he's asked the question about some of the narrations he's done. You were talking about me being narrated a while ago.
He's a good narrator too, though. He
The
is.
story of God,
Yeah. Yeah.
the story of us, the March of the Penguins.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Forgot
And
about that one.
these are all some of the things that. But they asked him which movie he liked the most that he had done.
Yeah.
He said when he portrayed Nelson Mandela
Oh really?
from South Africa.
Yeah. He's passed away, right? Nelson, or did he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely know that name. I remember that name. I didn't know he played him though. And that was his favorite.
that was his
Okay.
Mark Twain said this: kindness is the language which the deaf can hear
Oh,
and the blind can see.
that is so true and powerful, but it's very true,
Powerful.
Papa.
Powerful. I've cut this out the other day.
Mhm.
The most dangerous cities
Oh.
in the United States. What got my attention was Chattanooga's on here.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
They're comparing crime rate and the number of deaths due to the coronavirus.
Now, is this the nation or?
It's the
Okay,
nation.
that bothers me. Yeah. And I think they've been on it for.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana is
Little bit.
#1. St. Louis, Missouri. Lubbock, Texas.
Oh,
San Bernardino, California, and then Chattanooga.
God, wow.
Memphis is also on here.
That don't surprise me. But Chattanooga
No,
should be that high.
Memphis I could understand.
Wow.
Chattanooga.
That's depressing. I wouldn't have thought Baton Rouge either is #1. I knew St. Louis was dangerous, but not Baton Rouge.
We were talking the other day about the fainting goats.
There's nothing funnier in life.
Lewisburg is the best known place for the fainting goats.
Really?
Lewisburg, Tennessee.
I didn't know that.
These goats have the trait of just falling over when they're excited, or when they're frightened,
Yeah.
or when they're surprised. They'll just fall over and they are paralyzed. They can't move.
The first time I saw it, I like to never stop laughing.
They came out with a video on it on YouTube, and it was called The Best of Fainting Goats.
Oh, I need to watch that.
And they got 1.4 million views.
I need to watch that. I gotta find that.
That's over 4,000 views a day.
I guarantee you it's funny.
There's one more statement on this that I wrote down. And
About the fainting goats?
No, this is worth saying. I just wrote it down on this page.
Oh.
Time becomes more precious when you realize you're running out of it.
Wow.
And when you get to be 86 years old, you realize that you don't have as much.
You got 20 more left. Papa always tell you 86 going on 56.
I'm going to tell you.
And a lot of people agree with me on that when I say it.
I want to tell you some jokes.
Well, I hope you do. It'd be a shame if
I
you
want
don't.
to tell you one that one of the inmates pulled on me today.
Be interested to hear this one, Ethan.
The cue they're going to give me tonight when it comes my time to start reading, they're going to beam a light on me.
Oh.
And they'll say, when you feel the light on you, you'll know it's time to start talking.
Well.
So one of the inmates came and told me, he said, I'm the one that's going to put you in the limelight tonight. And he said, Albert, I want to tell you something. I said, okay. He said, you've got a wonderful face for radio.
He
told me that.
I didn't even mean to say it like that, because that's pretty clever. That's a good one, Papa.
When a woman at the office became engaged, a colleague offered her some advice.
Well, let's see.
Just remember, he said, the first 10 years are the hardest. And so she just got engaged. She said, okay, how long have you been married? He said, 10 years.
Are you hearing these, Dina? I said, are you hearing these jokes? They're good.
Now listen. This is a preacher and his wife.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Struggling to make ends meet on an entry-level salary. It was his first pastorate.
No.
The young pastor was livid when he confronted his wife with the receipt for a $250 dress she bought.
Dang.
For their Valentine's date. They were going out on a date for Valentine's.
Very expensive
and
one.
She bought a $250, and it just made him mad. He said, how could you do this? I was outside the store looking at the dress in the window, and then I found myself trying it on. It was like Satan was whispering in my ear, you look fabulous in it, buy it. The pastor replied, well, you know how I deal with that kind of temptation? I say, get thee behind me, Satan.
That's right.
She said, I did. And he said, it looks fabulous back there. So she had to buy it.
That tops them all right there, bud. Now that's a good one, Papa. That's a good. I don't know if you're gonna be able to top that one. Tell one more and try, but I don't know if you can.
Mike walked in the post office just before Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And couldn't help noticing a man standing in the corner sticking love stamps on a huge stack of bright pink envelopes with hearts all over them.
Right.
Then the man took a bottle of Chanel perfume from his pocket and started spraying all the envelopes.
Well, that's weird.
And that's expensive perfume.
Yeah, it is. That's crazy.
By now, Mike's curiosity had the best of him, so he asked the man, "What are you doing?" And the man said, "I'm sending out 500 Valentine cards, and I'm signing all of them. Guess who?" "But why?" asked Mike. "I'm a divorce lawyer."
Dang, those are both good. Well, you come close to topping it, Papa. I didn't think you'd be able to. Those last two were awesome. You are on a streak. You are on a streak, I'm telling you. They've been good the last couple months. No stupid, corny ones, really. Where you have to fake laugh. Those are like legit. Well, I don't know if you can top that. And let's see. Well, we got time for one more, yeah.
A husband and wife were having an argument about who should brew the coffee every morning.
What a stupid argument.
And the wife said, "You should do it because you get up first.
Okay.
And that way we don't have to wait as long to get our coffee."
Right.
But the husband said, "You're in charge of cooking around here, so you should be the one to make the coffee." And I can just wait for my coffee if I know you're making it.
Well, that's a good counterpoint.
The wife said, "No, you should do it." And besides, it says in the Bible the man should brew the coffee. "Oh, really?" he scoffed. "Where does it say that in the Bible?"
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Hebrews.
Oh, God.
Can't argue with that?
You really can't. I was sitting there trying to think, like, where in the world does it say that in the Bible? That is slick. Well, dang, you surprised me on all three of them. Those are perfect ones to end it on. I don't think you can top them, Papa.
I don't think so.
I think you got to keep the streak going. I like it. I like it a lot. And of course, we always want to end our episodes with some jokes to make everybody feel better for the weekend. This is the first weekend of December, isn't it? Hard to believe.
December the 3rd.
That is hard to believe. Well, folks, we hope you have a great first weekend of December. And don't forget to come out and support the Light Up the Town Christmas event. I don't think you'll regret it. I think they went all out, and I like how it's turning out. And we hope to see you around at these events, folks.
I'm sure everybody's pleased.
They should be. They should be. And I will find out the time of the Christmas karaoke, and we'll announce that next week. And you guys come see me and Papa as guest judges. Heck, that might be a good one to film. You never know. You never know. We might surprise you. That just popped in my brain, but not a bad idea. But anyway, that's, like I said, that's every weekend in December, and that continues this weekend. Tomorrow's a big day, so come check it out, folks. If you haven't, you need to come check it out. You'll be pleasantly surprised, that's for sure. But that is it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show, episode 201 now. Thank you guys also for the great response to the 200th episode.
Yeah.
The Bledsoeians surprised us with that. We had no idea they were doing that. So thank you guys for that article. That was very nice. They spoke really very kind, so we really appreciate that. And we'll be back next week for another all-new episode of the Albert and Billy Show. We'll see you then. You guys have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.